Good morning. It's time to talk antiques once again, and I'm telling you, we're going to let everybody introduce themselves today, so you know who you hear listening to, and then we'll talk about beauty and what's this, what's ugly fella.
Yeah, well, now you've got to remind our listeners now we have a special guest with us.
Well, that's
today.
what I was doing. See, she is the beauty I was talking
Well, we
about.
don't want them to think that, you know.
Philip is offended that you don't think he's beautiful.
I
Well,
thought you were talking about Tiffany.
Oh, heavens to Betsy.
well, we are.
No.
There you
Philip is here,
Okay.
and
I'm
he...
Philip Scoggins. I'm here, by the way.
I'm Ronnie Branch.
All
And
together, we make the team.
okay, and our special guest today is Becky Buller.
Good morning, everybody. Good to be back on Thunder Radio.
Now, Miss Becky, usually you're
Today.
here to sing. Are you here to sing
I'm here
on
to
the
sing.
antique show? You're not an antique.
Thank you.
I just don't know that
Getting
you
there.
qualify for this one, darling.
But now Becky does have some nice antiques with her that we're going to talk about.
I do.
It's
Yep.
what, you can't be a bluegrass award winner without antique
Amen.
instruments.
I think that, you know, the older instruments were the best. They have the best sound. They're made out of the best wood.
Well, yeah. Now there are some great makers that are building some wonderful new instruments, but I'm really excited to have these two that I brought in, and looking forward to talking about them with y'all.
I'm a fan of the older instruments, and we were talking earlier. You have a Gibson L series guitar from the 30s.
I do. It's a 1931 Gibson LO. And if you'll give me a second, I'll grab it so the folks on TV can see it.
Sure. That's a cue for y'all to tune in to one of our broadcasts on this.
Yeah.
On Charter 193.
So here it is, and I just recently found out exactly what it was. My husband, Jeff Haley, I told y'all, he's the one that knows more about instruments than I do. And he had tracked it down to the early 30s, but we did take it up to Carter Vintage Guitar in Nashville and got them to appraise it, and they said it is a 1931 LO.
Yeah.
So that's...
And where did you find something like that?
Well, I actually got both of these instruments that I'm going to talk about today at Universal Chevrolet in Cleveland, Georgia.
Wow.
No lie.
World-renowned
Yes,
music instrument dealer?
Yeah, they used to have a big festival on the back lot, and they would do monthly concerts because Mitch Simpson, the guy who owned the car lot, is a mandolin player, and he would deal in instruments upstairs. And the day that I came in, I had been there once before for a concert with Valerie Smith, I think like a few months before, and I had taken a fiddle out, well, this fiddle that we're going to talk about in a minute, I took it out on loan, and no, it wasn't the fiddle. I'm sorry, it was the guitar. Okay. I got the guitar on loan, and I brought it home and played it for a few months, and we were headed down for the festival, and I thought, I can't afford it. It's too much. I think he wanted like $1,500 for it, and I got there, and this fiddle had just come in the day before from Aubrey Haney. He's one of my favorite fiddle players out there. Yeah. Incredible musician. Does a lot of session work. He's not on the road so much playing bluegrass these days, but big-time session player in Nashville. Plays everything really well, but incredible fiddler. And I carry a picture of him. Usually I have it's hanging in my music room right now. Usually I have it in my case, but I carry a picture of his bow arm in my case for inspiration. But anyway, back to the story about the instruments. So I was bringing the guitar back, thinking I couldn't afford it, and I came in. This fiddle was there, and I played this fiddle about 10 minutes. Didn't even play it in the key of B, but I was like, I have to have this fiddle. And so Mitch was willing to do some trading with me. So I traded the other fiddle I had at the time, which I don't even remember what that fiddle was, but he traded with me, and I for this fiddle and this guitar, I had to kick in $500.
Well, that wasn't bad.
No, it didn't hurt too bad. But I'm so glad that he was willing to deal with me on that.
I know how you feel. I agonized over buying instruments before, but I would like them so much I would just tell myself, I don't care, I'm getting it.
Yeah. And now both of these instruments have become such a part of my sound, because that was, oh gosh, that was a long time ago, like 14 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And I'm very happy with this fiddle. Here lately, I've been just till about a year ago, I was looking for a spare fiddle that kind of fit the dimensions of this fiddle, so because I wanted something that kind of felt the same, so that when I switched over to it, it wouldn't be such a big curve.
Awkward.
Yeah, because oh man, fiddles, playing somebody else's fiddle is like chewing with somebody else's false
And,
teeth.
your muscles have memory.
Right, and
You have muscle memory. You get used to playing a certain
yeah,
instrument,
yep,
and then when you swap,
it can take months.
there's always little differences. in it.
Makes you
So
think
they're
instead
never
of just
identical.
go.
Yeah, or it's like, oh, you reach for something and it's not there because it's like a nanometer behind where you reach for it.
They think
Yeah.
a guitar is a guitar, but it's not.
Oh, no.
I mean, the necks
No.
are different. They have different feels.
And that's a great point, because this is a smaller body guitar, back to the LO. So for those of you in TV land, there it is. And then I have a dreadnought guitar that I switched to.
it's a bigger
that's what I
guitar.
usually use when I'm teaching lessons. It's a LaPlante built in northern Minnesota in 2007. So I didn't bring it today because it's not an antique. But yeah, going between the two is awkward. I have to, it takes me a minute
Yeah.
to get used to the bigger guitar. Would y'all like me to sing a song?
We would love for you to
Okay.
sing us a song.
All right. Well, since this is a show about antiques, I'm gonna sing a song about a World War II test pilot.
All right.
And do you want me to just sing and play into this mic?
Yes,
All right. So this is, I got to introduce this. This is on my brand new record, Cray Paper Heart, which came out on February 14th. I wrote this song with Linda Dawson from Raleigh, North Carolina, and it's a story of a fella named John D. Champion from the Raleigh area. He was a farm boy that they drafted, and they plucked him up out of the fields, and they put him in the skies and said, hey, we're going to get you to test planes for us. And then they sent him to the Aleutian Islands during World War II. And I find it interesting. It's not in the song, but when the war was over, he'd had enough of flying. He went back to farming, which is a lot of those guys became commercial pilots or kept going on with test piloting and
the women
whatnot.
too.
Yeah,
A lot
yeah.
of women are really coming out.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love songs that tell a story.
Yeah, I love story songs, and I love when you hear a good story, it's like everything you need for the song is just right there, gift wrapped for you. All you have to do is put it in verse. So I love writing story songs. Hope you enjoy this. It's called John D. Champion. He said, John D., you got a real good set of eyes. We're gonna teach you how to fly and send you to Alaska. The Japanese have us on the run, but now we got the Lightning One. Would you test her if we asked you? You gotta know there's a good chance you won't make it. Pull up on your bootstraps, John. Pull up on your Lightning One. Your flyboy Piedmont farmer's son, John D. Champion. It's a hard game when you're used to standing on the ground. A couple times he went down, but he stuck with the mission till the call came. Your mama's taken sick, better get home mighty quick. He didn't even ask permission, 'cause they all said there's a good chance she won't make it. Pull up on your bootstraps, John. Pull up on your Lightning One. Your flyboy Piedmont farmer's son, John D. Champion. Word got out, John D. had come to town, laid his mama in the ground, and was taking off soon from Raleigh. An eager crowd gathered at the strip, too short for him to lift a P-38 or the pine trees. They all said there's a good chance he won't make it. Pull up on your bootstraps, John. Pull up on your Lightning One. Your flyboy Piedmont
Becky.
Manchester.
Okay, guys, the bar has just been raised. From now on, every antique show, there's an expectation for you to produce.
We'll have a musical guest every week.
Well, or start. You boys better start singing something.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say real quick, the strings I've got on here are the new nickel strings from D'Addario, and they're lights. So because the top is pretty thin, and the medium strings were kind of doing some damage. So I went to the light, and I like these. I believe it's the nickel
Will that
bronze.
work on other guitar Martins and so forth?
Yeah, I mean,
Good sound.
yeah, I haven't tried them on my other. I use the phosphor bronze mediums on my LaPlante guitar, but yeah, they did make a difference on this one. It kind of the regular phosphor bronze lights were a little too tingy, and the nickel bronze work better on here. So big shout out
gorgeous.
to D'Addario. They keep my band in strings and gear and stuff, and we really appreciate
Great.
I'll
that.
tell you, it really sounds good.
Very good.
Thank you.
That is
Yeah, it's
a
got a great sound.
great sound.
And I
instrument.
got to tell Ray, so I wore this shirt in memory of your dad.
Oh,
It's my
bless your heart.
it's my Flat and Scruggs shirt. So in memory and honor of Curly
Well, I
Seckler.
may let you play a song on his guitar too. I
Sure.
brought it in just-
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'd be
Guitar.
honored.
Oh,
I would
sweet.
be honored.
Okay. All right.
Wow. There's some history making going on here inside
Yeah.
the Thunder Studios.
talking
I'll bring
antique.
one thing. I met this girl before she was already been in music, but she signed an autograph thing for me. I told her, before you get famous, that ain't gonna happen. But now, winning all these awards and everything from Bluegrass.
Becky Buller's Manchester sweetheart.
Oh,
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Precious lady. Her and her husband both are good
you.
people.
Thank y'all.
I'm gonna steal that youngin' though if you don't watch me.
Right.
She's a mess.
Disappointed you didn't bring Romy with you.
I'm
She's
sorry.
always with you when you come.
Yeah,
to
she
the
Summer
usually
sings,
yeah,
too,
she's
buddy.
hanging with her buddies over at Mama Jan Bunches.
Now, that guitar,
Right
she
over
got-
there.
She got 14 frets or 12 frets.
Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna have
I
to
was just wondering.
I should know this right off the top of my head. When it comes to all this gear stuff, again, I'm not a gearhead. I
Yeah.
just play it and love it. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wait, so you
Oh,
count
that's
it?
got a lot.
You count it to
15,
here?
17, 19, 20.
Yeah. Or do you count it to where the
To-
neck meets the body? I'm sorry,
I
y'all.
would go from the top.
11, 12. So it's 12 to the body.
Oh.
So yeah.
It's
All right.
amazing sound.
Thank
Oh, yes.
you.
Gorgeous guitar.
Thank you.
All right. Well, so let's go ahead and take a commercial break, and we'll come back and with some more Becky Buller.
Don't nobody leave.
When I was growing up in Coffee County, I saw firsthand the need for good paying jobs. When I was county mayor, working with other dedicated Coffee Countyans, we recruited $240.6 million in industry investment in Coffee County. 2,968 new good paying jobs to Coffee County. I'm David Pennington, candidate for Coffee County Mayor, and I ask you to join me and help make Coffee County an even better place to live and work.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in, get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking!
My name's John Hirschman. I'm one of the original 6 owners of P&H Rentals. Started the company 30 years ago when we saw a need for individual, construction, industrial, and commercial storage. We have trailers and containers for lease and sell. Our physical location is 2947 Old Manchester Highway, Tullahoma, Tennessee. My phone number is area code 931-273-4252.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
Kay and Greg Gillum have added another touch of excellence to their furniture business. Now a newly stocked 20,000 square foot Badcock Home Furniture and More location in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Locally owned and operated and offering the same friendly professional service with the best prices on name brand products like their sister store in Winchester, Tennessee has for years. Visit the new Tullahoma location and shop name brand bedroom suites, electronic department with computers, tablets, 4K televisions, and accessories. A large complete appliance center to fit the style of any household. Beautiful selection of rugs that complement any person's taste. A variety of living room combinations all in one large showroom. That's right, Badcock Home Furniture and More has added a new location. 373 West Lincoln Street, Tullahoma, Tennessee. Offering special prices year-round. Financing is always available. Speedy delivery to your home or office. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, noon till 5 p.m. Call 931-222-4353.
The day the Lord created hope could be the same day He created spring.
Springtime's here. It's a good time to get our air conditioners checked out before those hot summer days get here. We've been here for a little over 35 years. It's been our pleasure to serve our community. We'd like to thank you for Tullahoma's finest, and from all of us to all of you.
Thank you!
Hey everybody, we're back with Talking Antiques, and the number here is 728-1320.
Now, you know old Max, he just thinks he's got it going on. We got Becky Buller up here today, Max.
Yeah, where is Max Northcutt?
That's a good question.
Does he not do this anymore?
Hey, well, very seldom I even hear from him anymore.
You know where I bet he is?
In Florida, probably.
Oh, in Florida. Well, I was thinking down at the Old Stone Fort
Well,
Cafe.
that's possible. That's very possible.
Yeah, eating.
Very possible.
Usually when I call him, that's where he is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, we're back with Miss Becky Buller this morning. We appreciate her coming in. And
thanks for having me.
Hey,
It's good to be back in the house.
We're
We love
having a
it.
really good time this
Oh, I'm going to tell you what, people's tuning in from everywhere, I guarantee it.
Yeah, Max, he was here with us today.
Well, Max is not as pretty, so we'd rather have her.
You better be careful. He's liable to pop.
Yeah, he's liable
Well,
to show
he-
up. Yeah, that's the
he'll
only
show up
problem
on
with
purpose.
Max.
He'd do it, but he'd agree with you. All right, come on.
I think he would.
He would definitely agree with that.
So, Becky's got her fiddle out, which is what brand is this?
Well,
or made by.
It's a Stainer or Steiner model. We got to talk about my bow too, although I don't know the age of my bow, but we can talk about that too. But my fiddle is a German Stainer or Steiner model. It's there's no name inside of it, so that's why we say a model instead of yes, this is definitely a Stainer or Steiner.
Okay.
It's circa 1800, so when this was built, Napoleon was running around conquering everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, what about that?
Yeah, and it's got a really fine grain to it, so really super old wood, very dried out. Man, this thing we call it the old man, but I named it Leopold after Hugh Jackman's character in the movie Kate and Leopold,
Oh, okay.
which I had just saw that movie for the first time when I
Looks
got
like you've
this
added
fiddle.
a pickup to it.
I have. It's got a Fishman pickup on it, and which comes in handy when I've got to get loud and still
Yes.
sound really good. So appreciate them. They also are partners with my band, and I'm really grateful to them.
I heard you playing it earlier. It sounds really
Thank you. I'll play it more here in just a bit.
Folks, this lady can play a fiddle or she can play a violin, whichever one you want.
And I do teach both here at my
Yes, she does.
music studio here in Manchester, Tennessee, but also around the world. I have online students from Boston to I had a student in the UK last year.
Where's your
for a little
studio
bit.
at here, Becky?
Right behind the post office.
Okay, right behind the post office. Okay.
Yep.
Well, so is there anything that you have to do special to take care of the wood on a hundreds of years old instrument, or do you just keep it away
you have
from
to be
everything.
careful.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say. So it's really old. It's the wood's pretty dry, and so when I go from place to place, like I was just out in Colorado in Durango with the band playing at the Durango Meltdown, and my fiddle was grumpy because it was dry out there. It was so dry, and I kept, I have a humidifier that I put in it, and I usually try so hard to put it in every day, even when it's swampy and whatnot here, because he gets really grumpy when he gets dry. And part of that might be the way I hear the instrument too, because the air is different here than it is in Colorado,
Right.
and and this fiddle, and it's like an extension of my body. So,
yeah, it looks like
something's out of sorts with it. I'm like, oh,
like you keep
what do I
it
got
oiled
to
up
do?
good,
Do I need to take it to the doctor? But part of it might be me hearing the instrument differently, but also it just did not want to stay in tune out there in Colorado. Like toward the end of the weekend, it was starting to acclimate, but by then we were done.
Right.
That's
what a friend of mine flew from Nashville to Ontario for a gig one time, and right as soon as it got off the plane, they were doing something, and he saw a guy reach for his case and go to open it up, and he jumped to try to stop him, but he opened it up and said the finish on his guitar just completely cracked right before his eyes, all the way across the whole thing.
Oh no! So it was really cold up there.
Yeah, it was really
then.
cold, and
You got to be careful
out of the body
of
of
that.
the airplane or something like that. There was no acclimation
Oh
time
yeah.
or something. So.
Yep. And I have to check my banjo when I fly because I usually carry I figure one instrument they'll let me on with. If I try to get on with two, maybe not so good.
Yeah.
So my banjo flies in the hold, but my fiddle always goes up top with me.
I always tried to loosen up the strings when I was transporting one along because the necks would break.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've had that happen.
Yeah, I do have a Colton case for my banjo, which protects the neck pretty well, but even that's not a guarantee because I've had friends who their instruments have gotten smashed up in the airplane. I've actually got a video of I happened to see them loading my banjo on our Southwest flight the other day, and the guy was really gentle with it. I really appreciated that. He slung our sound equipment on there, but he was really gentle with my banjo. So I wanted to put a post out and say thank you thank you Southwest for being kind to my banjo. Yes. So and my bow. So bows make a huge difference, and not every bow sounds good with a given instrument. In fact, my spare bow, I'm calling it the bow that must not be named because it makes my fiddle sound terrible. Wow. And I didn't realize that when I got it. At first I thought, well, this feels good. I like this, but then I was becoming increasingly dissatisfied with the sound of my instrument. So I went through several different things, thinking, well, I had some work done to the top of my fiddle to repair a crack. And when that happens, that's major surgery for a fiddle, and it takes them a long time to ease back into being normal. It's just like a person, And so I thought, well, maybe I just need the setup fixed, but it turned out it was the bow.
Your bow's just as important as your fiddle.
It really is. And, for a student, they can get to a certain level and they're like, why isn't this getting better? Why isn't this sounding better? A bow can make a huge difference in your sound. Enormous, like night and day difference, with a good bow. And this is an English bow, and unfortunately I wasn't prepared. I don't know how old it is. I know that Garner Wilson is no longer living, but yeah, this is an English bow. And also, so I mentioned that my fiddle came through Aubrey Haney, again, one of my very favorite fiddle players, and he trades all the time. Well, so I got the fiddle at Universal Chevrolet in Cleveland, Georgia, but I got the bow in northern Minnesota from the man who built my other guitar I mentioned, Lloyd LaPlante. He also deals in fiddles. And I was up there for a gig with Valerie Smith and Liberty Pike, and I needed a new bow, and fell in love with this one. It just happens that it just makes this fiddle sound really great. So now I'm on the lookout for another bow that feels and is similar weight and to this bow. But I interrupted myself. So but this bow came to Lloyd through Aubrey Haney. So I have a formerly Aubrey Haney set here.
So just out of curiosity, what a legitimate bow, what's a price range for something like that? Because people don't
You can
think of
spend
a
what you
bow
want
as
to,
being.
Yeah, because bows. I mean, I played a bow at the violin shop in Nashville. It's been a few years ago, and it was made by the man who developed the style of bow that is standard now.
Oh, wow.
So let's see, and I can't think of his name. Y'all, I'm so not prepared today. I'm so sorry. I wish I could keep this stuff in my head. Could you look that up, Philip?
I'll give it a
yeah.
shot.
Anyway, it's a French maker, and but anyway, that bow was like $100,000 or something just for a bow.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're not gonna buy too many of those.
No, no. No, and that,
Want to finance
you
that.
know, that's the kind of bow that corporations will buy a Stradivarius as an investment, and then they will loan it to a violinist to play. You know, and that's probably what they would do with a bow like that. Francois Tort.
There you go.
Okay, I hope I'm saying that right.
We better wait till after the break to have
Yeah,
Becky
we're
do
gonna
it.
Yeah,
have to
I'll play one after the break. Can I?
We'll cut that off.
All right, can I mention the gig I have coming
You
up?
certainly can.
So on May 19th in Woodbury, Tennessee at Birdsong Studio,
Wow.
I'm going to be doing a very rare duo gig with Nate Lee, who plays mandolin and fiddle in the Becky Buller Band. And we're going to be doing some of the tunes that we play with the band. We'll do them pared down, of course, but we're also going to throw in some stuff from Nate's solo record, Plays Well with Others, and some new tunes that I've written. We're bringing a whole passel of instruments, and we're planning on having a really good time. So I hope folks will come out. It's a very intimate setting. Only seats 75, so if you're going to get your tickets, please do so ahead of time. You can get to the Robin's website, for Birdsong Studio through my website, beckybuller.com. Click on tour, and it's going to be the first thing you see. Just click on the link there, and it'll get you to the place where you can buy tickets.
Is that downtown Woodbury?
It's just up the hill from downtown. It's used to be a Presbyterian church, and now they've remodeled it, and it's a venue. Concert venue, and we actually filmed a video. My very first music video ever was for the song "Speaking to That Mountain," which is on my brand new record, Cray Paper Heart, and we filmed it there at Birdsong Studio.
Wow.
Yeah, so here after we get done, I will share that video again so folks can see what the venue looks like.
Okay.
Yeah.
But again, that's May 19th, 7:30 p.m. in Woodbury, Tennessee at Birdsong Studio, a duo gig with myself and Nate Lee, and it's going to be a big time.
Yeah,
great.
so remember BeckyBueller.com
Saturday.
and
Right.
you'll be able to get your tickets.
All right. Well, with that, let's take this commercial break, and we'll come back with more.
The day the Lord created hope could be the same day He created spring.
Springtime's here. It's a good time to get our air conditioners checked out before those hot summer days get here. We've been here for a little over 35 years. It's been our pleasure to serve our community. We'd like to thank you for Tullahoma's finest, and from all of us to all of you.
Thank you!
My name's John Hirschman. I'm one of the original 6 owners of P&H Rentals. Started the company 30 years ago when we saw a need for individual, construction, industrial, and commercial storage. We have trailers and containers for lease and sell. Our physical location is 2947 Old Manchester Highway, Tullahoma, Tennessee. My phone number is area code 931-273-4252.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
Kay and Greg Gillum have added another touch of excellence to their furniture business. Now a newly stocked 20,000 square foot Badcock Home Furniture and More location in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Locally owned and operated and offering the same friendly professional service with the best prices on name brand products like their sister store in Winchester, Tennessee has for years. Visit the new Tullahoma location and shop name brand bedroom suites, electronic department with computers, tablets, 4K televisions, and accessories. A large complete appliance center to fit the style style of any household. Beautiful selection of rugs that complement any person's taste. A variety of living room combinations all in one large showroom. That's right, Badcock Home Furniture and More has added a new location. 373 West Lincoln Street, Tullahoma, Tennessee. Offering special prices year-round. Financing is always available. Speedy delivery to your home or office. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, noon to 5 p.m. Call 931-222-4353.
When I was growing up in Coffee County, I saw firsthand the need for good paying jobs. When I was county mayor, working with other dedicated Coffee Countyans, we recruited $240.6 million in industry investment in Coffee County. 2,968 new good-paying jobs to Coffee County. I'm David Pennington, candidate for Coffee County Mayor, and I ask you to join me and help make Coffee County an even better place to live and work.
Hello, I'm Pickin' Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in and get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking.
All right, we got Miss Becky Buller going to do a fiddle tune for us, and she is going to try to explain to a caller what the difference is between a fiddle and a violin. And that's my fault for getting you into that.
All right, you ready for this?
Yes,
The
ma'am.
difference between a violin and a fiddle is attitude.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the name.
For either direction. Either direction.
Right, exactly.
Tom Brantley explained it to me. He said it depends on where you're from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard a violin has strings and a fiddle has strings. Yeah, but really, seriously,
Good point.
seriously, it's in how you play it. The instrument is exactly the same, and I'm so grateful that I had training as a violinist, but I always wanted to be a bluegrass fiddler. We didn't have any fiddle teachers in my area in southern Minnesota, where I'm originally from. But I had a wonderful violin teacher, Patty Trias, in Mankato, Minnesota, at Mankato Suzuki School of Music. And she knew that I wanted to be a fiddler, and she played a little fiddle in a country band, so she would teach me fiddle tunes on the side and help me get going. But most of my fiddle training has been by ear and learning off of records and stuff. I mean, that's the way you got to do it. That's the bluegrass tradition. So I, as a teacher, I'm so grateful for it now because I have the violin technique and all that wonderful technique stuff, and then I've got the ear training from playing fiddle and that improv.
That's
Improv
what
is an important skill to be able to improvise.
That's what is amazing about bluegrass is I would say over half have never read a note of music and wouldn't know how to.
And they don't need to.
No,
there's no need.
It's built in.
Yeah, but as a teacher, now I'm able to offer folks, if you want to do classical violin, I can help you with that. If you want to do bluegrass fiddle, I can help you with that. And I do try to encourage them to cross over a little bit because, again, both of those disciplines will help each other.
It really help to know technique.
Oh, it does.
It really does.
And it makes it better.
Especially when you're writing, if you're writing,
Yeah. Yep. Writing tunes, writing
Well,
songs.
I'll tell you, I admire
Yeah.
your quality for writing songs. I've tried it. Ain't no way.
Thank you.
well, it's work like anything else.
It's just something I've got to do. I've had to do that my whole life. It's just I don't feel right if I'm not writing regularly. So
And I watched an interview with I can't think of his name now. He's an up and coming bluegrass musician, and he was talking about he's probably in his early 20s, and he said that he learned to play fiddle watching YouTube videos, playing along with all these classic bluegrass people on YouTube.
Yeah,
and I was like, wow, that is just amazing to me.
Yeah, there are so many resources out there now for folks to learn how to play anything you want to play. And some people that works for them, and some people need a teacher, need that okay, I have a lesson coming up this week. I've got to practice. They need that keeping them focused and and accountable,
It's
holding
a
them accountable.
dedication. You've got to
But
have it.
yeah, but there are so many resources, DVDs, online lessons in real time, or you can subscribe to services where you get the lessons, like so much a month to get however many lessons. There's just so many options out there now to learn this music, again, anything, any kind of music you want to play. There's some out there.
Than it was
Mm-hmm.
in the
Oh, John
80s.
Bell comes by and tunes up my dad's guitar every once in a while by
Yeah.
his telephone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I have a tuner on my telephone too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, do you want to play us a song
Yeah, okay,
before we have to
Talk
hit
you out
Oh,
Another
sure.
break?
Oh, is it time to go already?
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna play my fiddle for you. We were just talking about it again. It's a Steiner model German-made fiddle from circa 1800, and then I have a Garner Wilson bow made by the English maker Garner Wilson, and I'm going
What
to
are you gonna
do
play for
a
us?
tune. This is actually the Arkansas Traveler, and the lyrics to this are called Fiddlin' Dan, and I learned this from my mom, who learned it from her brother, my Uncle Tom. And I just found out recently that these are our official lyrics to this song. I didn't know that. And it is like one of the Arkansas state songs. And I recorded this with Ned Luberecki, the banjo player in my band, the second best banjo player of 2017. And he's a lot of fun to work with. And this is on his album Take 5. Many years ago in Arkansas, a stranger told this story to my ma. And many years of time, she said to me, seems just as true as can be. There was once in the hills quite a music-loving man, known far and wide as Fiddlin' Dan. He could play any tune, he could holler any call. With fiddlin' so true, he could play them all. One day his Fiddlin' Dan went out to play. He spied a grizzly bear standing in his way. Couldn't fly away and he had no gun. Couldn't climb a tree and he was scared to run. Said the bear with the growl as he shook a mighty paw, "You Fiddlin' Dan from Arkansas, I'll leave you alone if you play a little tune and organize a dance in the light of the moon." So Danny put his fiddle under his chin and he drew his bow and the music did begin. From all the country round the critters ran to join in the dance played by Fiddlin' Dan. The big black bear brought the little porcupine, the old bobcat, she danced so fine, and they danced through the night, every fiddle, every step. Somewhere in the hills, I bet they're fiddling yet.
Becky, why you still got that fiddle in hand? Why don't you show them a little, one of those classical sounds so they'll know the difference?
Okay.
Does that not make my point?
There's the classical.
That's it.
Girlfriend can do it all.
Yeah, what about that?
Great.
Okay, should we get our last commercial break?
I
and-
think we can't top any of that.
No, we can't.
Good gravy. You're tuned into your hometown station, Thunder Radio. Let's Talk Antiques. And their special guest, Becky Buller, return in a moment.
My name's John Hirschman. I'm one of the original 6 owners of P&H Rentals. Started the company 30 years ago when we saw a need for individual, construction, industrial, and commercial storage. We have trailers and containers for lease and sell. Our physical location is 2947 Old Manchester Highway, Tullahoma, Tennessee. My phone number is area code 931-273-4252.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in and get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy picking!
When I was growing up in Coffee County, I saw firsthand the need for good paying jobs. When I was county mayor, working with other dedicated Coffee Countyans, we recruited $240.6 million in industry investment in Coffee County. 2,968 new good paying jobs to Coffee County. I'm David Pennington, candidate for Coffee County Mayor, and I ask you to join me and help make Coffee County an even better place to live and work.
The day the Lord created hope could be the same day He created spring.
Springtime's here. It's a good time to get our air conditioners checked out before those hot summer days get here. We've been here for a little over 35 years. It's been our pleasure to serve our community. We'd like to thank you for Tullahoma's finest, and from all of us to all of you.
Thank you!
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
Kay and Greg Gillum have added another touch of excellence to their furniture business. Now a newly stocked 20,000 square foot Badcock Home Furniture and More location in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Locally owned and operated and offering the same friendly professional service with the best prices on name brand products like their sister store in Winchester, Tennessee has for years. Visit the new Tullahoma location and shop name brand bedroom suites, electronic department with computers, tablets, 4K televisions, and accessories. A large complete appliance center to fit the style of any household. Beautiful selection of rugs that complement any person's taste. A variety of living room combinations all in one large showroom. That's right, Badcock Home Furniture and More has added a new location. 373 West Lincoln Street, Tullahoma, Tennessee. Offering special prices year-round. Financing is always available. Speedy delivery to your home or office. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, noon till 5 p.m. Call 931-222-4353.
All right, folks, we're back with Let's Talk Antiques, and Becky has my father's old guitar, Martin.
And I am so honored that you're letting me play
We're so
this.
honored to have you play it, and I know Dad would be too.
Oh, and
But,
I'm wearing my Flat and Scruggs.
That's
T-shirt
what is
there.
amazing.
There you go.
That is,
And playing Curly Fecker's guitar. What about
that don't bring tears to a glass eye, nothing will.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, hon.
There's a bit of history for us.
Can you tell us a little bit about the guitar while I'm just finishing up tuning
Well,
here?
I believe it's a D28. I think that's what they looked it up and said.
You know where he got it, or?
He bought it from Marty Stewart. He bought that one, and Lester bought his from Marty Stewart at the same time.
Oh, yeah?
Sure did. He had some connections out of Murfreesboro or something, and that's.
He had one that got stolen one time on a tour when they were. I had read in his biography.
Yeah.
And then he replaced it with one that's. No, it was his fiddle, I think, or his mandolin.
His mandolin.
His mandolin.
Yeah. Well, Josh got I think a dobro stolen from him.
Wow. Yeah.
But I'm gonna put in a key for Jerry Douglas and them wonderful boys.
Earls of Lester.
Listen, Flat and Scruggs music all the way, and
Yeah.
I told them last time I heard them, you folks sound more like it every day. And the guy that does Dad's high part, he's got it.
Yeah.
I saw them at Bonnaroo,
Let's see.
and they were amazing.
Is it Jeff White now who's playing sax?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Boy, he's got a great voice.
Yeah, they've had a revolving cast of characters to play your dad.
Yeah. Takes a bunch.
Hard to get somebody to sing tenor like that.
Right, yeah.
But anyway, we appreciate you doing this.
Oh, my pleasure. It's an honor to get to play Curly's axe.
All right.
All right, here we go. This world is not my home. This world is not my home. I'm just passing through. My treasures are laid up somewhere beyond the blue. The angels beckon me from heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh, don't you know I have no friend like you? If heaven's not my home, then Lord, what will I do? The angels beckon me from heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. They're all expecting me, and that's one thing I know. I sent it up to Jesus a long, long time ago. Now they'll see me through, though I am weak and poor, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh, don't you know I have no friend like you? If heaven's not my home, then Lord, what will I do? The angels beckon me from heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. I have a loving mother up in the glory land. I don't expect to stop until I shake her hand. She's waiting there for me at heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh, Lord, you know I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, Lord, what will I do? The angels beckon me from heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Just over in the glory land, we'll live eternally with the saints on every hand, just shouting victory. Songs of sweetest praise roll back from heaven's shore, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh, Lord, you know I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, then Lord, what will I do? The angels beckon me from heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. No, I can't feel at home in this world anymore.
All right. Thank you, Becky. God love your heart.
Right.
Wonderful, hon.
Thank you. And
Wonderful.
that reminded me, my band is going to be playing at the Jesus Tent at Bonnaroo.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yes. So that's the Sunday of Bonnaroo. What is that? June 11th, I think.
Somewhere right around
10th
there.
or- it's June 10th or
yeah.
11th. Again, I'm not prepared this morning. But we're going to be playing for the church service at the Jesus Tent Sunday of Bonnaroo starting at 10 o'clock that day. So y'all come be with us if
That'll
you're
be a
going to
good
be out
one.
at the big show.
Okay.
Come and get some... Oh gosh, they've got fruit and water and juice and just all sorts of stuff there for free, and we're gonna have a service, and David Evans is going to speak a little bit, and my band's going to play, and it'll be a lot of fun. This will be our 3rd year doing it, and First Baptist heads that up with the coalition of churches from town, and also Baptist missions over the state of Tennessee. They help coordinate it, and it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool ministry.
It'll be really nice where this year Centeroo is going to have a big light show.
Ooh.
They're putting that in right now.
Yeah.
So that'll be really neat this year.
Awesome. Can I mention one more thing? Do we have time?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, I'm going to be on Heartland TV on May 7th and 14th. Check your local listings for Bluegrass Ridge. It's a bluegrass video program, half an hour, and I'll be hosting it.
Wow.
And I got to say, I couldn't have been a host for that without the training I got here at WMSR Thunder Radio doing the Bluegrass Show.
There are some good folks here.
Yes, there are.
Yes,
there are. So anyway, check your local listings if you get Heartland TV, and their website is watchheartland.com, I believe. But just Google Heartland TV, and you can get that schedule.
That's
Great.
where I watch mine on the internet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I usually watch our show on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to be on TV, tonight at 6 o'clock?
Yes.
On the
I
link.
may have to come up to y'all's house and
anytime.
watch it. I don't have all that.
You can watch it on YouTube anytime.
Yeah.
And this will be really neat because you've got your plaid and scrub shirt on. You got Curly Pepper's guitar. And what else could
I'm
you
telling you,
ask
this
for?
is it today. Becky
Well,
made the day for us.
Thank y'all again for having me on. It's
Hey,
really
we
fun.
thank you for showing.
Well, yeah. So it is watchheartlandtv.com,
Yes,
by the way.
thank you, Philip.
There you go.
That's
So-
neat.
All right. Well, gosh,
Well, we're just
I'm
about.
kinda the most amazing thing to me is that you're still teaching lessons in Manchester. and
Yeah.
people can come by and
Yeah.
get lessons.
I mean, here she
Yeah,
is,
there you go.
like a rock star, over here with us little fellas.
Well, I teach. I have pared it back to 2 days a week. I teach on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Okay.
So, yep. And I do several camps. I'm headed to Maryville, Tennessee for Kaufman Camp. That's at the end of June. I'll be out in Levelland, Texas for Camp Bluegrass mid-July. And then I go straight to Lyons, Colorado for Rocky Grass Academy. I'll be teaching there. And then, really excited about this, in October, at the end of October, I'll be at the first Ashokan's Bluegrass Camp. And if you recognize that name, Ashokan's Farewell is one of the tunes that every fiddle player has to learn. It was the theme to the Civil War miniseries that Ken Burns did for PBS. And the man who wrote that is Jay Unger, and he heads up camps all year round up in upstate New York, Olive Bridge, New York. And this is their very first bluegrass camp, and I'll be teaching fiddle at it. I'm so excited.
Wow.
Yeah, that's in October. But
That's an honor.
It is, and it is a complete honor. And folks can find out my whole schedule for the band, for my teaching, for workshops and whatever at BeckyBuller.com. And Buller is spelled just like it sounds, B as in boy, ULLER, BeckyBuller.com.
Now let's add the last name to that.
You just did.
Haley.
Ah, okay.
I'm taking up for you, Jeff.
Yes. So my married last name is Haley. Yep. And actually, I have to send a big shout out to him. This is our 9th anniversary today.
Wow.
Oh,
Congratulations.
So Jeff, I love you.
He's a great guy.
Happy anniversary.
And where did they meet?
Right. Well,
Oh.
actually, he proposed to me right back there.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
Where are our cameras?
Yep.
More news. I didn't. Now I know the rest of the story, Becky.
Brian was here.
Pointing toward the closet there.
Well, we used to record our radio show back there.
in the-
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
Yep.
neat.
Yep.
You learn something every day.
I'm telling you, buddy. I'm gonna write a book on her if I keep up.
There you go. All
I
right.
can
Well,
write a book better than I can a song. You know.
Yeah.
okay. All right. Well, we didn't get to cover any vintage guitars or things like that today, but oh well.
we
We
had a
got a
good
lot of
time.
music.
Hey, I enjoyed this tremendously.
Or prices or things like that. They're a lot of money. Let me just tell you that.
Yeah.
And with that, I guess we better get off of here, and we'll be back next week with more.
We'll do it again.
Thanks
Yeah.
for watching.
Antiques.
Thanks for listening.